Hi everyone, my name is Varsha. I hope you all are doing well. And it's been quite some days since I last uploaded any video, and it's because the weather is changing and it affected my health. I wasn't doing well from last few days and I wasn't able to get out of bed. But it's better now. But apart from the health situation, I'm also going through a reading slump. I have not been able to uh, read as many books as I used to, and it's not like a recent thing. I realize that it's been happening from last to last month, I guess. I mean, if I talk about October, I read only two books, and if I talk about September, I don't think I read many books. I don't even remember what books I read. So I think I am going through this reading slump and I'm not really enjoying the whole process of reading more books. I used to be able to read more than one book at a time. So I had one book that I would read in the morning. Then I used to have one more that I would probably read in the evening, and maybe like in kind of situation when I have a book which is not very thick and does not really need any kind of concentration, I would read that before going to sleep. But recently I am not really enjoying this whole process. I have to really push myself to read anything, but I'm trying to get back on the track, and I hope I will be able to read more books because I really enjoy reading books. But it's not happening. The book that I am reading currently is The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt, and I bought this book some 5 7 years ago, and what I did at that time was I just kept it on my shelf, and then one day on my social media there was this post about this book that it's really slow, it's not worth the time, and it's not really, there's nothing in it. And I didn't pick this book after that, like 5 7 years. I didn't think about this book until now when I thought that I should actually start reading this one and not be judgmental about it. And so far, I have read 26 pages of it. This is the first book that I read in the morning. It's 700 pages, more than 700, almost 800 pages, I should say. So I am not rushing through. So far, enjoying reading this one because what I am actually liking is the way it has the way very insignificant things have been written that makes it so significant. You actually see the idea behind it. So if it's happening in London, and rain is something that's very common there, so there is nothing new about it, but the way it has been described on this certain day, so there is a gray cloud and rain is happening, how you start run to a shade so that you don't get wet in the rain. When you pass through a certain area where there is garbage, and because of the rain it all starts to smell. The way it has all been it's all written is, you also, you don't want to smell, you're not actually smelling it, but you hold your breath for that time, for some time, when that scene is being described. So it's that powerful. The whole thing is written so nicely. So I am actually enjoying this one. I can actually read one of the lines that I have underlined. Uh, this one describes the ambience of this museum, where the mother and son are visiting to see the paintings. So it's like Though the exhibition was moderately crowded, still it had the sedate, meandering feel of a backwater, a certain vacuum sealed calm, long sighs, and extravagant exhalations like a room full of students taking a test. This is about the ambience of that museum. Excuse me. There is one more line about a painting, about what the painter, how the painters think and how they paint. It's they want it all as detailed as possible because even the tiniest things mean something. Whenever you see flies or insects in a still life, a wilted petal, a black spot on an apple, the painter is giving you a secret message. He's telling you that living things don't last. It's all temporary. Death in life. That's why they are called nature's martyrs. Maybe you don't see it at first with all the beauty and bloom, the little speck of rot, but if you look closer, there it is. It's looking good so far. So let's see how this book turns out to be. The Goldfinch by Donat. The second book that I picked up is Neil Gaiman's Fragile Things. This is the first book by Neil Gaiman that I am reading, and I have heard so many things about his book. His books are loved by people. Excuse me. But I guess I shouldn't have picked this one at this time because it really requires your whole attention while reading it. It's a collection of short stories, and I am not sure if it's just the first story that is like that or if it's the whole book, because if that's the writing style of the author is, I guess I have to give my full attention to understand it. But let's see how it goes. If I can, I will be able to continue reading this one, or I'll pick some other book. So let's see. So Neil Gaiman's Fragile Things, and that's all the update that I have so far. And I will meet you in next video. Till then, take care of yourself.